Oh, the words from the pages change your world. Your world, they can change your heart, they can change your mind, they can change your life. New Black Wall Street can change your world.
What's going on, beautiful people? This is ERGJ, certified financial educator, founder of New Black Wall Street. Looks like we got to go a little up. Looks like we got to go a little up higher. All right, yep, that should be good. Yeah, right there. What's going on, my beautiful people? This is ERGJ, certified financial educator and founder of New Black Wall Street. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in on Boss Fest tonight as we talk about how to turn your business idea from dream to reality, how you turn your business idea from dream to reality. Give me just a second. I'll go ahead and start to do my little sharing to my networks that I have while you guys do the same. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you're doing it well. I'm going ahead and I got to do a little bit of sharing real quick. A little bit of, you know what they say? They say sharing is caring, guys. That's what I heard. What do you guys think? You think sharing is caring? I think sharing is caring. I think it is. I think it's caring. I think it's nice to share. Give me 1 second here as I do my little sharing, just like you guys are doing the same. What's going on, A.A. Ron? Miss Wendy being A.A. Ron in the building. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much. Good evening. Oh, what's going on, Miss Bacon Bits? Bacon Bits is in the building. I got 2 more to go. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. We'll get right into it. All right, 1 more. I got a lot of friends, a lot of places, man. Oh, man, there we go. We're going to see what happens tonight when I go straight from my PC instead of using my other platform. So nonetheless, what's going on, Silver? How are you? Kelvin in the building. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now, today's episode brought to you by the Black Bazaar. That's right, the Black Bazaar. In case you don't know what a bazaar is, just means another word for marketplace. We got the we got the Kente sashes here. We got the Kente one right here. Boom, bam. Yep, you know. Yep. And then you also have the black and white one with the golden crest. Right? This is straight from Ghana. This is straight from Ghana. These Kente sash. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you order these. These are great gifts for. I actually got another bundle coming in. It's going to have 2017 on. But these great graduation gifts, great scholarship luncheon ideas. You know, I never got one of these. I wish I had. Real nice. So $20. You can give us a call, 678-851-2400, 678-851-2400. We do have a couple of websites that's being built right now. But you know what? I don't have to wait no website, you know, because I got shipping, I got invoicing, and I got, and I got receipts just for you. So 678-851-2400. You can go ahead and get either one. They are available, and we got the 2017. They'll be here tomorrow. But in fact, tomorrow we actually are going to debut the ERGJ Home Shopping Network. So you'll be able to see everything that comes in the boxes tomorrow. I got so much stuff coming in. I want to make sure that I don't have to keep repeating it. So I'm going to show it all at once. And you guys can order as you see fit. We already got people that have ordered stuff, and I got to make sure that they get that stuff. They get that stuff sent to them. Hey, what's going on? Now, tonight we are talking about, also, if you are in a position, you're saying, hey, how are you doing all this stuff? Well, I got a class. It's called How to Build Your Own Online Store. So if you want to free yourself, again, this is part of the Future by Design campaign to help you finance your own future. Finance your own freedom. And you can actually learn how you can actually create your own store. Well, whatever you like, and you get people buying from you, and then you get, you buy a little profit, and they say profit is better than wages. Matter of fact, I want to put that in the comments below. Profits are better than wages. Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Profits are better than wages. So if you'd like to learn how you can do that, well, I've pushed the date back. I was just so excited to do it, but I went ahead and pushed it back to March 31st. So that's when we're going to have the class. So you got plenty of time to register for the class if this is something that you want to learn. Here's the deal, guys. The more you learn, the more you earn, right? The more you learn, the more you earn. So that's what it kind of comes down to. So Justin said, take my advice, create your. Yes, thank you so much, Justin. Thank you so much. Yes, taking advice. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, so last night, that's all I got for the announcements, guys. You can go to www.ergj.net if you want to find out about any other classes that we have going on. We just got through with our first-time home buyers class, and then we also have the Dow 30 tomorrow, And then we actually got some classes this weekend. We got class 102, which is going to be 3 keys to asset analysis. And then we also have the technical analysis class on Monday. And then we have the group economics class, how to invest in mutual funds, on Tuesday. So we got 3 classes back to back. For those that are saying, hey, I want to learn about this investing thing, no excuses. You can make excuses, but excuses are for the poor. At the end of the day, you want to make a reason. You want to have a reason why you're going to make it, not an excuse why you can't show up. So even if you can't make the time, so to speak, you can still register and get the replay of the class so that you can actually attend it when you have the time, if you ever make the time. But typically, it's not about a time. It's about commitment. Most people are just not committed. Most people are not committed to their very own good. So, hey, what's going on, Crystal? Thanks so much for tuning in. Good evening. Anthony's in the building. Anthony, oh, man, you got to see Anthony, man. Anthony, go ahead and put your YouTube deal in the comments so people know where to find you. This brother here is a funny brother. He does some improv. Yeah, man, dude's just, if you guys seen the little commercial that we have, Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp, that's this cat right here, man. He can do it all. So anyway, so we were picking up. Let's just get right into it. We're going through the book, The Execution Pipeline, the step-by-step guide on how you can turn your business idea from dream to reality. And this is our Boss Vest series. This is just me investing in you, the one entrepreneur, me investing in you, the entrepreneur who's trying to take your business to the next level, add a service. As a matter of fact, I just started a new business today. Yeah, today, just like that. And somebody said to me when I told them, they was like, well, there, and there you go. And sometimes that's what you got to say. And there it is. Yes, just like that, there it is. We do have the ERGJ office supply store. I was just getting sick and tired of being sick and tired of driving around without being able to find an office supply store in my hood. So I created one myself, right? And that's just what you do. And there it is. And so now we have our office supply store. We got these nice chairs that you see me sitting in. I got these chairs. As a matter of fact, I've already sold 8 chairs. So just like that, day one, grand opening, the blowout sale. Let me go ahead and pull this chair up for you so you guys can see it. This is a nice chair. I thought it was gonna be some, I thought it was gonna be some trash, but it's not. It's really nice, heavy. About 30 pounds. You see that? Metal, no plastic on the bottom, so you don't go through and you know how you crush the little thing. Next thing you know, you can't use it no more. No, this is legit. This is legit stuff. It's about 26 pounds. You know what I mean? Got the little thing you can just, I can go back, I can sit up high if I want, Yeah, doing all that. But anyway, so you can order that if you like. We got a few more left. Somebody bought 6 for their office. So yeah, just like that. Just like that. Profits are better than wages. Anyway, so yesterday we talked about developing a strategy, and then today we were actually getting into penetrating the market. Penetrating the market. So everybody put in the comments below, penetrating the market. You want to make sure you have your notes, right? I don't do this just to do this. I do this for you to take something away from it. I wish I would have had a book like this. I wish I would have had a series like this that helped me to structure, form my concept, and then put it into a step-by-step type of ordeal where I could actually come away with a business plan, come away with my vision, come away with my mission statement, come away with a strategy, come away with a way to penetrate the market. So I hope you got your notes. If you got your notes, you guys ready? You know what I mean? You got your notes, you guys ready? Right? You guys ready? You ready? Okay, I see 2 penetrate. Okay, you got 3 penetrating the market. 4 penetrating the market, right? Now we're talking about penetrating the market. Now you got your concept, your idea. Now it's time to put that thing into the market. The same way I just put something into the market today. It don't take all day. It don't take all year. It don't take that long. You just got to decide that this is what you're going to do, and you just go do it. Like somebody said to me, I said, you know what? I was just pissed off. I was just aggravated. And you get an aggravated black man that's a focus, ain't nothing can stop him. Nothing can stop an aggravated black man that's got focus. Step number 6, penetrating the market. One of the simplest and most effective steps you can take is to go where your customers are. Go where your customers are. If you don't figure out an efficient and effective way to get your service or product to the people who want or need it, your entire mission will amount to nothing. As a unique example, I can tell you the number of times ministries and organizations have asked me to lead workshops to help them expand their capacity to reach young people in their community. Without fail, the groups I have spoken to have had a common issue. they weren't going where the young people hang out. Of course, it takes much more than simply showing up to establish an effective, encouraging relationships with students. But the first step to connecting with them is to be where they are. Go where your customers are. And that's what's very interesting. Some of us, we expect for them to find us. No, no, no. You need to go find them. Repeat that again. Some of us expect for them to find us. In other words, if I say something like, hey, tell me what you do. What is your business? And the first thing you do is put your website. You're expecting for people to come and find you. No, you need to go and find them. Right? Even a good book shows that they go from house to house. They go to find the souls that are lost, not expecting the souls to come find them. This is why I don't understand church. Y'all meet on Sundays all the time, but when do you go out to find them? Ooh, I'm sorry. Let me get back. It's not religious. This is business. I'm sorry. Let me get back to business. I walked away from corporate in my early 20s after feeling compelled to become a student pastor at the New Direction Christian Church in Memphis, Tennessee. The first thing I did was visit schools in my community. I attended football and basketball games, spoke at practices, chaperoned lunch hours, tutored and held pizza parties, among many other things. I did everything I could to place myself where the high school students hung out so I could share the good news. I actually grew up in a city where there were more churches than gas stations and liquor stores combined, yet churches never sought me out. I know that when I made my transition, in order to reach marginalized students that resembled me in my teenage years, I had to hang out where marginalized students like me actually hung out. The NDCC had a lot of stressful assets, including a supportive and engaging senior pastor, willing volunteers, and a generous budget. Ultimately, though, none of those things would have mattered to the success of the mission if I hadn't taken the time to go where the students hung out. Go where your customers are. Another reason you need to place yourself around your clients is to survey their needs. The Education Foundation is affiliated with the firm of South Carolina called Bedrock Creek Investments. As a partner of this firm, one of our top priorities is to work with municipalities in order to support in tackling the large-scale issues many cities face. These issues made unsatisfactory education, homelessness, and human sex trafficking, among many others. Our team travels to communities where these issues run rampant for the purposes of working with investors, city leadership, public service, NGOs, churches, and residents, all to gain a greater appreciation for addressing these issues. Our research has led to pilot projects in several U.S. cities. We have tested and improved our model, but we started by immersing ourselves with people who needed what our ground team could deliver. In our second year of operating a comprehensive entity, our firm secured more than $101 million in contracts in a single 30-day period. While the aforementioned examples are clearly unique and distinct from everyday business and industry, the principles are clearly transferable. Bottom line, you have to go to the location of your potential buyers to test for demand. You have to go to the location of your potential buyers to test for demand. Identify the problem, survey the people, create a solution, and then take your product to the people. The next 4 chapters will give you guidance on how to do just that, right? Identify the problem, survey the people, create a solution, and then take your product to the people, right? So I clearly, right, I just did this, right? I clearly, for 2 days, I really rolled around in a 5-mile radius, right? And could not find one single office supply store in a 5-mile radius, right? I created a solution. Then I brought a product to the people. So ERGJ Office Supply Store is servicing your home office needs. That's what we do. We help out you and I, those people that are watching right now. We help you get your office in order. Now, you know, I got a little cleaning up to do. Don't worry about that. But I'm saying I got the supplies that I need, even if I don't use them. All right, number 38, man, as we move into penetrating the market. Number 38, you want to identify your zealots. Identify your zealots. In case you don't know how to spell zealots, because this is what you're supposed to write in the comments below. It's right there. You want to identify your zealots? Go ahead and write that in the comments below. Identify your zealots. Now, I define zealot as someone radical and relentless in beliefs or ideas. Your zealots will become your voices, your public relations arm, your branding team, and much more. Paul Edwards, the executive director of a $1 billion campaign called the Wycliffe Bible Translators Languages Campaign, first worked for the Gap Company to identify their most loyal customers. Paul spent 2 years surveying stores and identifying customers who spent more than $1,000 in a single visit. Paul and his team defined those extreme loyalists as zealots. In his research, Paul discovered that the leading inspiration for those shoppers was the sight of young, smiling faces. Paul's finding led Gap to restructure their employment and hiring process. Their brand standard became an energized retail environment, primarily staffed with smiling teens that worked the registers and stocked the shelves. The Gap developed a business model that attracted more zealots because they endured a short-term restaffing inconvenience that led to long-term gain. Who are your cheerleaders? Right? Who are the people that's gonna preach your brand without you having to? So maybe you've had a zealot or two in your life. These are the people who believed in you when no one else would. Zealots can be parents, siblings, friends, a boyfriend, girlfriend, teachers, coaches, and anyone else who sees something in you with an unwavering tenacity. Who is in your life that sees something in you with an unwavering tenacity? Like they are willing to go down with the Titanic with you because they believe that much in you and what you're doing. Your zealots, you must recognize them. Do everything possible to build an initial model that attracts zealots. Begin a dialogue with your zealots now and bring them on board as quickly as possible, even in the prototype stages. This stage won't offend them. They want quality, but they'll journey with you as you build toward quality. Here's your question that you want to answer as it relates to what we're talking about in this chapter here. How will you identify your zealots? How will you identify your zealots? Who is on your team? Who believes in you more than anybody else? How will you identify your zealots? How many guys know it's very important to know who is with you no matter what? Everybody put in the comments, no matter what. It's important for us to recognize who is with us no matter what. Like, in other words, what we're saying is that their adoration, their praise, their love for us and what we're doing and what we believe in is unconditional. Yeah, they understand we're going to make mistakes along the way, but they believe in us so much, it's no matter what. It's unconditional, their belief in whatever it is that we stand for, whatever it is that we're producing, whatever it is that we're on stage for. It doesn't matter. They are there. Like, you know what? You got a show coming on, they show up, they are there, right? No matter what, right? They make it a priority to be in your corner. They make it a priority to support what you're doing, no matter what. The whole stadium could be empty, but they will be there no matter what. Who are your no matter what people in your life? No matter what. Doesn't matter. No matter what. Yeah, something came up. Nope, that's not the priority. The priority is to be here, no matter what. Identify your zealots. Number 39, you want to strategize your customer acquisition. You want to strategize your customer acquisition. Now, this one's a little long, so we'll probably stop here. You want to strategize your customer acquisition. Yeah, we'll stop right here. A customer acquisition strategy will help you to avoid marketing mistakes. A customer acquisition strategy will allow you to avoid marketing mistakes. What's going on, Lynette? Thanks so much for joining. So everybody put in the comments below, strategize your customer acquisition. A customer acquisition strategy. Now, how many of you guys ever heard of a customer acquisition strategy? Let's just keep it real. Like, this is a new word to me. Like, I gotta have a strategy on how I acquire customers. Yes. Let's just see what they're talking about. So a customer acquisition strategy will help you avoid marketing mistakes. Without it, you can make costly mistakes involving timing, location, medium, and price. Startups run the risk of marketing their product, business, or organization prior to having a true value gauge. You only get one first impression. You want your product or service at its best when you launch. And you want just the right amount of customers to match your production capacity. A not so ready product could turn away users who might never give you a second chance. Not only will you waste capital to fix what's broken, you have to invest in promotional cleanup. Relationships and reputations are both at stake. Protect both by timing your customer acquisition. Don't make your launch a practice run. In addition to timing, quality, and quantity, you'll need to measure your customer acquisition costs. To calculate this, first determine your expenses for manufacturing, production, marketing, and distribution over a set period of time. Then divide this number by the number of customers who purchase your product or service. As an example, and for simplicity purposes, let's assume your expenses for marketing, production, marketing, and distribution for widget sales over a 1-year period equate to $1 million. Next, let's assume 5,000 customers purchase a widget from you within that 1-year time frame. You will quantify your customer acquisition cost as follows. 1 million over 12 months divided by 5,000 customers will equal $200 per customer. So it would take $200 per customer to acquire that customer in this example. When calculating your costs, consider your marketing options carefully so you don't invest unnecessary money on advertisements in places where people won't use your product. So I really want you guys to think about this a little bit. How many of you guys have really marketed or advertised and marketed your stuff? And you start to realize like some of this stuff is just not working. Like it's not bearing any fruit. So why would I keep in marketing in that same arena? For example, like I do a lot of business on Facebook, so I know that I can market on Facebook, but you know what I'm saying? But Twitter is not a place I would market. It just never brings any fruit. So why would I even waste my time, my energy, my money on Twitter? You know what I'm saying? I put Twitter on like autopilot. Like whenever I post something to LinkedIn, it automatically go to Twitter. I never go to Twitter and check anything because I know nothing's happening on Twitter. Right? And it's hardly anything happening on LinkedIn, but you know, I post it there anyway. Because every now and then somebody calls me. But where you got to understand what works, what doesn't work for your business. Like I've never used Pinterest, but now that I got some clothes, I'm like, I might want to use Pinterest because I believe that they're good for clothing or something like that. Right? But you got to find out what works and stop doing what doesn't work. I mean, just because, don't be hard-headed. It's telling you. It tells you, your results tell you if it works or not. So, for example, I went to Augusta last Saturday. And before I went to Augusta, I put an ad out for the detergent to Augusta. Okay, I was going to Augusta. I might as well put it out for Augusta. So I put it out for Augusta, North Augusta, and a couple other cities around Augusta. Just let them know we're coming in town. And it worked. I got 2 customers out of it, right? And I only spent $20. To me, that was a win. So I'm going to Columbia, right? In Columbia, South Carolina in 2 weeks. So guess what I'm going to do? Do the same thing I just did. Put out another ad for Columbia, South Carolina and all of its neighboring cities, and I'm expecting for it to work again, right? Because I've had a win, and I'm expecting to have double win, right? But if it didn't work, I probably wouldn't do it again because it didn't work. But it did work. Because it did work, I'm going to do it again and see if I can get twice as nice as I did before, right? Strategize for customer acquisition. The goal is to reach the highest number of users at the lowest investment. For example, if you sell African-American hair products, you might promote them on a hip-hop radio station. Just to be clear, not all African-Americans listen to hip-hop, but enough do that the station makes a worthwhile marketing investment. Consider the cheapest, most effective avenues you can take to reach your customers. Now, one of the cheapest ways to meet your customers is by using free social media. Why is it that you have a business and you hardly ever tell people about it on your social media? I don't get that, right? I don't understand it. Like this ready-made network You're trying to build your business. You want to make some money. You want to get to the place where profits are better than wages, but yet you don't use this platform that's got over 1.86 billion users daily on it to promote your very own stuff. Matter of fact, even in Club Millie, right? Even in Club Millie, where I say, hey, we want to promote you and your stuff. Can you please go ahead and put a headshot and a bio in this post so that we can take that and we can promote you? Even in doing that, we only got 5 people to do it. And I know we got more than 5 people that have businesses in our group. So I'm saying to myself, something is wrong. Something is wrong. We have an opinion about everything else. We'll talk about whatever. We'll talk about other companies, but hardly ever do we talk about our own. Hardly ever do we go out and represent our own. But we have no problem talking about Nike or Apple or Snapchat. But when it comes to talking about our own stuff, the stuff that we own and control, we have a hard time. I think what it is I think that we feel like because it's mine, I shouldn't promote it. It's almost like this pseudo, like, who am I to promote my own stuff? You know, like this is my stuff. I feel like I'm being whatever, like, because I'm promoting my stuff. Shouldn't I let other people promote my stuff? No, because it's not you. You have to understand something. You have you as the individual, the personal person, right? You got a tax, you got a social security number. You are a person, but you have your business, hopefully, which is another entity. So just as well as you talk about Nike, which is another entity, you talking about ERGJ Enterprises is another entity. It's not you. You represent ERGJ Enterprises. So why not use, here's what it says. Consider the cheapest, most effective avenues you can take to reach your customers. You got 4,000 friends, but they don't know you in business. What kind of sense does that make? So Wanda says some folks fear opening their mouth in sales and they're afraid of the word no when no is a yes. When a no is a yes. A no brings you one step closer to yes. You know? But here's the deal. Here's what you got to understand when it comes to sales. Even if they say no, at least they know what you do. So if they ever come, see, here's my strategy, right? I don't care whether you say no or yes, right? It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. What I want to make sure is that you know what I do. Why? Because whenever you talk about finances, money, building wealth, anything like that, I want my name to come up. I want my company name to come up. Oh, you want to do stocks? Well, I got just the guy for you. I don't want to do it, but somebody mentioned stocks, and all I know is when I hear stocks, I hear ERGJ. So you need to give ERGJ a call. That's all I want. That's all I want. Right? So what I'm saying is if you have a business and you are not, again, you're either going to evolve or become extinct. Right? Blockbuster, extinct. Netflix, evolution. You have the internet and you're watching retail die before your eyes because they did not take advantage of the internet. So you got to ask yourself, if retail is dying because they don't take advantage of the internet, what the hell am I going to do if I don't take advantage of the internet? Am I smarter than Target or Macy's or JCPenney? Am I better astute than them to think that they couldn't make it without the internet, that I can make it without the internet? You must evolve or become extinct. We're not in business to compete. Again, I must tell you that and understand. We are in business to dominate. Dominate your field. Lead your field. Do what you do best. I mean, you got to take it up. You know what I'm saying? Next level. Time to take it to the next level. Whatever that next level is for you and your field. You know where your field is going. You see the writing on the wall. The question is, are you going to do something about it? Or are you just going to lay in hibernation and watch the whole world continue to move forward? Dominate. Look at that. Newspapers did not evolve when the internet came into being, right? Find the cheapest, most effective way. And right now, before it gets expensive, one of the cheapest and most effective ways to find customers is to be online. Plain and simple. I met Nelson online, met Van online, met all of you online, right? None of y'all are in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So let me give you an example of a wise customer acquisition strategy I recently witnessed. My son and I went to a shopping mall for lunch one day. As we headed for the food court, an employee of an Asian restaurant approached us with a piece of teriyaki chicken on a toothpick. As a result of this small sample, my son chose the Asian restaurant over the 15 other options. The employee hooked us and we spent $20 in 3 minutes. If we assume that the total cost of rent, hourly salary for the employee, chicken, teriyaki sauce, and toothpick all combined for a total of $1 during that 3-minute window, that makes 20-to-1 return on investment. Their strategy was to find hungry customers, have them sample their food, and bait shoppers into making a purchase. It worked with us and clearly with many others, as their business is still alive and thriving. You'll need to devise your own strategy that gets you in front of as many potential customers as possible. You'll need to devise your own strategy that gets you in front of as many potential customers as possible for as small an investment as possible. Get you in front of as many potential customers as possible. So you know how much I spent on this ad that I put out to South Carolina today? I put out to all the cities around South Carolina. I put out to all, as I'm driving up, all the little cities that on 20 as I make my way to South Carolina, Augusta, all that stuff, right? $25, just 25. Let's just see what happens. You know, that's where I'm going. They know we coming. I'm going to have my truck ready. They know we are coming down the road. We're coming down the mountain when she comes, right? So I'm targeted right to where I want to go. I put it on that age. I say, this is the age I'm looking for. I put all my little words in. They looking for detergent, right? Very specific. I know what I'm looking for. And they going to find what they're looking for. They just put in the right word and they got the right age and they're in the right location. It's not them that's looking for me. It's me that's looking for them. So I got to ask you, as it relates to your potential customers, are you waiting on your customers to find you, or are you going to find them? If you can't find a customer, I can guarantee you it's not the customer's fault. It's yours. So, but be ready to deliver when they show up. Customer acquisition and product supply work together to form a successful business. Here's the question you want to answer as it relates to what we just discussed today in chapter 39 or step number 39. What is your customer acquisition strategy? What is your customer acquisition strategy? Now, again, guys, as I said, I keep telling you guys on this series, you got to have your notes, because it's going to be moments like this where you're like, man, I never really thought about a customer acquisition strategy. Now, I just shared with you what my acquisition strategy was as it relates to this particular trip I'm about to go on. But what is yours? How do you expect? How do you plan? Right? Not expect. How do you plan to put yourself, put your business, put your concept, put your idea, put your venture in front of as many potential customers as possible for the smallest investment that you can make? What is your plan to keep your costs low, but keep your exposure high? Everybody put that in the comments below. Keep my costs low, but my exposure high. I think this is a good homework for you to take with you tonight. As you think about, how can I get in front of more people? Why? Because as we said before, one of the key ingredients to you being successful, being wealthy, is to serve more people. In other words, enlarge your territory. Well, how can you serve more people if you're not finding more people to be in front of? Right? How can we get 1,000 people into Club Millie if we don't talk to at least 1,000? And then we know that the law of averages say that 1 in every 10 is going to join, so we got to talk to 10,000. Well, we can't talk to 10,000 staying in the same circle. So we must go out of this town. We must go to other cities. We must go where we must go in order to talk to enough people who will have heard the word. And when they heard the word, when enough of those people would then become converted, right? Same principle, same thing. Keep your costs low and your exposure high. So Silver said, to avoid being too persistent towards friends, I put my product out there and only talk to those who inquire. Strangers, I'm a bit more pushy. Target Facebook groups that that's a good one. She said target Facebook groups that main topic relates to your product. That's how I got started. When I, especially in investing, I would go to these groups that have investors in them, and I saw that none of them were offering classes of any sort. They just talked about what they did or posted little, success or whatever. I don't know. And I was like, well, hey, yeah, it looks like we need some people in here that's going to teach other people what to do. So I started posting my classes and giving my insight and all that stuff. I got kicked out of one of the groups, but it's okay. But targeting some of your Facebook groups that are main topic and putting out good content. You know what I'm saying? Putting out content that could educate your audience, putting out content that can make your audience laugh, putting out content that can make your audience think, putting out content, obviously with your products that you have. But you don't want to be the person that all you do is try to sell without adding any value to their life. Let me say that again. You don't want to be the person that continues to try to sell. In other words, you're dropping a flyer every day, a flyer. And you think for some reason, your infinite wisdom, you think your flyer is going to get people to call you. I don't know why, but you think that your flyer is going to get people to call you, but you've added no value to their life. So let me give you an example, because clearly I got to help you guys out with this, because I don't know. Maybe I'm just, sales one-on-one. Okay. All right. So let's just talk about the credit repair business. Because this seems to be very hot in our community. Credit repair, right? So you put out an ad, or not even an ad, a little post, a little meme, a little whatever about you can fix your credit. Give me a call. You want to fix your credit? I help this person fix their credit. All this hogwash, right? Day after day after day after day, you're dropping these seeds, but the seeds that you're dropping are not good seeds. They're just seeds. Right? You didn't put any energy into it, no effort, no thought. You just drop the seed and you hope that it's going to grow. What I'm saying is, why don't you take the time to cultivate the seed? Why don't you take the time to figure out the ground that you're throwing the seed on? Now, how do you do that? You say, you know what? Instead of me just throwing a fire every day, doing the same thing and getting the same result every day, how about I provide some value to my customers? How about I provide some credit tips every now and then? Make it Credit Tip Thursday. Whoa, did you know this about your credit? Did you know this about the credit bureau? Did you know this about such and such? How about that? And add that. Now they say, okay, not only do you have a flyer, not only I don't even know how long you've been in the business, but you seem to be knowledgeable because you're teaching me some stuff about credit. How about that? Oh, no, that can't be a good idea. That might not get people to see value in what I'm doing. Instead of just dropping a flyer day in and day out and expecting to get results. Right? How many windshield wipers do you got to throw a flyer on at the club before you get somebody to come to the next venue? Right? So Nell said he'll be at a client's national conference in Dallas in May. It's costing approximately $5,000 to be there. Extremely important decision maker will be there. And I look at it as an investment in customer acquisition. He's got a strategy. Man said methodical seeding. Absolutely, man. There got to be some method to your madness, man. It's just madness. I see it all the time because we don't think and we won't. Here's the deal. I'm not trying to get on you guys, but some of you guys just not good at sales. Okay, cool. Hire somebody that is. Talk to somebody that is. Right? Sales is, that's what you need. That's the lifeline of your business. Sales. And if you have a problem with sales, I don't know how you're going to survive, right? Because the reality is everything is sales. Everything is sales. You might not see it that way, but it's the reality, okay? You got to sell your daughter, your kid to do their homework. You got to sell them on that. You know what I mean? Your husband probably had to sell you on him in order for y'all to get married. Everything is sales. If I'm not there, I can't network decision makers and close potential new deals. Absolutely, man. And here's the thing about that kind of money. Like, they're not going there to play. Ain't nobody going there to play. Ain't nobody there to play. They are there to get some stuff done. That's the kind of room I need to be in. Right? All right, so we talked about how to penetrate the market. We're talking about customer acquisition strategy and identifying your zealots. Identifying the people who A1, who you can count on. And so the reason why we do this is we want to invest in you. We want to help you get your business started this year. We want to help you expand your brand this year. Everybody say expand your brand. We want to help you to expand your brand. You got some new ideas, some new services that you can offer. That's expanding your brand, right? I just started in 2 days. Okay, guys, do you understand what just happened? In 2 days, I started an office supply store. Huh? How long does it take? I mean, you guys are still thinking about something, right? 2 days. I'm leading by example, and I'm just trying to say you guys can do the same thing. I'm not Superman. I'm just a regular guy. Expand your brand. So, I know that's right, Justin. So here's what I want. Here's what I want, man. I want you guys to tell me what you learned tonight. You know, what made an impression in your life from being here tonight? Because you could have been anywhere. But we're using social media to empower one another so that we can be the very best that we can be in what it is that we do. So I'd like for you to let us know what you learned tonight, because hopefully you've been taking notes. I mean, that's the whole goal, right? The goal is for you to take something away from what we're doing. So if you didn't take anything away, then I don't know if I need to be here tomorrow. So go ahead and let us know in the comments below what it is that you took away from tonight. And while you do that, I'll go ahead and finish up with my credits. At the end of the month, I'm doing a class on how to start your own online store, how to be your own Amazon, how to be your own Shopify, how to be your own eBay. I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. And so it's going to be your decision whether you want to join that class, whether that's something for you or not. But that is something that's going to be available to the village to sign up for and to take advantage of. You know, because the more that you learn, the more that you earn, right? The more that you learn, the more that you earn. The way you can sign up for that is right there, that link there. Today's episode is brought to you by the Black Bazaar, and that's where we have these nice Ghana sashes going for the $20. The dub. You give us a call 678-851-2400. There's the black and white one, and then here is the Kente sash that you guys can get. I think they're great graduation gifts. Real easy to ship, and no one else is really selling these things. So, you know, get the golden crest, and you guys can be rocking out like kings and queens of Africa. That's right, Africa. So you give us a call 678-851-2400, and then we'll go ahead and set that up and get that out to you. Now, T-Bone said this. He said, identify my zealots. Nelson said, you reinforce the way I think every day. That's what I get. That's what I get out of listening to you every day. Okay, cool, man. I appreciate that. YouTube is a good customer acquisition strategy. Okay, fantastic strategic planning. Lynette said, I really appreciate the quick message of Marketing 101. Needed it. Fantastic, Sharon. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to help you. Thank you, brother. Expand your brand. Absolutely. Absolutely. Expand your brand. Expand your brand. All right, guys. What is ERGJ certified for? Anybody got anything else for me? We good? Oh, okay. I guess I'll say this. It looks like I'm back into the business coaching arena. I didn't realize I was going to be going back here, but I got a couple of customers or clients that I'll be helping. So if you're saying you need my help, I'm not cheap. But if you want my help, if you want a one-on-one time with me, and I don't have a lot of time, I am going to open back up Boss Fest, or I call it Future by Design, where I actually help you make your dreams come true. And if that's something that you're interested in, you can go to Facebook business page, or you can reach out to me via inbox or give me a call. All that information is there. Let me put it here for you. All the information is there. You can just give us a call, go to the website, whatever, and we can set up some time for you. I'm at $150 an hour. So, you know, you better come correct so you can get what you need out of that time. And we can help you in sales. We can help you in coaching. We help you in finances, whatever it is that you're looking to do. I'll be able to speak to you one-on-one. And really what I do is I help to refine your ideas. That's really what it comes down to. Many of us have stinking thinking, and we just need to get to a point where we say, you know what, let me get some clarity and let me get some ideas that come from a sharp mind, where I can start thinking a little different. And when you can think a little different, that's the reason why we read books. Change the way that I think so I can change results in my life. Well, it's ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator and founder of New Black Wall. She wants to say thanks so much for tuning in. And remember this, it takes a village, but it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. Guys, have a good night.